Hi Gary, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Is this the first time you come to Peru?
No, I used to live here about 5 years ago now. I lived here for a year and a half, and I now come over once a year for like a month, normally in January.
Do you like a Peruvian football team, Peruvian soccer?
Yeah, I haven't seen much club football, but I've seen the international team play, and I can see they're a very good side. I know a couple of the players, 2 or 3 of the players.
Do you think we have a good chance in the World Cup, in the Russian World Cup this year?
Yeah, I think you've got a good chance. You'll probably make. I would have thought you'll make out of the group, and then you could well get into the quarters or the semis. I can't see you making it past the semis, but quarters would be good.
Do you call it football or soccer in Scotland?
Football.
Football.
Soccer's just American.
Yeah, yes. I suppose it's the favorite sport in Scotland.
Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, it's number 1 in the world everywhere, apart from the US, which is American football, which they call football, and that's why they call it soccer. But in the rest of the world, it's football.
Yeah, and I was on TV this last month, and I was talking about the numerology. There are some numerology that can predict that Peru will have a good participation in the World Cup. It's we have 36 years since we don't go to a World Cup. What are your favorite teams to win the World Cup? Do you think what teams are have the most chances to win the World Cup?
I would say I'll be pretty much what the bookies would say, which will be Brazil, Argentina, and then Germany, Spain. Although Spain are past it now. They were world dominant for since they won. They won two World Cups in a row, didn't they? So those 4 years they had an amazing team, but they just kept the same team for years and years because they were obviously amazing. But now their team's old. They've got so many players in their team that are 30 plus. So they haven't brought the youth through, and because of that, they're nowhere near. So they haven't got a chance.
What about France?
France normally are a really strong side, but I don't think they're particularly strong at the moment. I think European sides that are strongest are probably Germany
and Brazil.
No, European sides. Germany and Portugal, I would say, are the strongest.
In Europe?
Yeah, South Americans, Brazil and Argentina, isn't it?
Yeah. For example, there's
Uruguay are not always strong as well.
Uruguay. Yeah, they're like both. They are not sure which is the best football player in the world. Some guys says it's Messi, and others is Cristiano Ronaldo. What do you think about both, or do you have a favorite there?
I'd say Messi.
Messi, you think it's much better than?
No, not much better. They're different players, but Messi's untouchable. He's amazing.
Yeah. Do you know some Peruvian player that you like?
Guerrero. Yes,
yeah.
He's good.
Yeah, curiously, his name means warrior in English.
Yeah.
Guerrero. Yeah. Do you know that? Guerrero means warrior, and he's like a warrior. He's a guy who's very hungry for
and he's
victory.
playing in Germany, isn't he?
Yeah, in the beginning, he played in Germany, and perhaps this World Cup is going to be the most interesting, the most spectacular World Cup in all the history, because all the teams are very, very good. You know that in Peru group there is France, Denmark, and Australia.
Yeah.
And there are only two teams that are going to qualify.
Yeah, Australia I don't think will have a chance. They'll come last. So I mean, France are a strong team, and Denmark are a pretty strong team. But I would say So potentially you could come third and get knocked out at the group stage, but I would say more likely come first or second.
Second, you think that
they could even win it? That Peru could win the group.
That would be amazing.
It would. I know it would be amazing.
Yeah, and they say if we win the group, will be better because we'll qualify first and we're not going to face Argentina. Because if we qualify second, perhaps there's a chance that we're gonna face Argentina. Argentina is too strong.
And who's in Argentina's group? So they're likely
for Argentina, and also for Brazil. I think it's easy groups. So perhaps they're going to qualify first. But I think maybe Nigeria, but I'm not sure if Argentina.
Is there not one group called the Group of Death or something? That's got some like 4 really quite good teams.
Yeah, I don't remember the Group of Death. They say that there is some kind of Group of Death, but
no, I don't. Peru's not in the Group of Death, but I remember there is one that's like got 4 strong teams.
Oh.
But I don't remember what teams.
Are you going to travel to Russia No. But what team are you going to?
I'll be supporting Peru.
You really?
Yeah.
That would be great.
Yeah, because Scotland aren't in it. So I mean, I'll follow England, but I mean, if it came to England versus Peru in whatever round they might meet, then I'd be cheering on Peru.
Yeah, they say that the last victory of Peru was with Scotland in the '78 in World Cups, and this is our four World Cup that we go like in a qualification, because the first time was in the 1930 and we were invited, but this is the fourth time that we come to a World Cup with a qualification. Yeah, that's something I found. I found like 50 or 60 coincidence with the movie Rocky 4.
Yeah.
That you told me is one of your favorites.
Yeah, it is. Of the Rocky films, it's definitely the best.
For example, one coincidence is that Rocky fell 6 times, and we lost 6 times in all the qualification. The fight with Drago in the movie was on Wednesday, and we qualified on Wednesday with New Zealand. There's like 50 or 60 coincidence between Rocky and the Peruvian. That's something very mystic that I told you that I study numerology.
Is there anyone in the Peruvian team called Adrian?
No, but the name of the coach is Tiger. The nickname, that's like a 60.
I just remember Rocky shouting, Adrian!
And there's a Peruvian football player whose last name is Drago.
Drago.
Yeah. That's. I found it. I tried to look it up in other national teams. There's no such last name in all the.
Yeah, it's an unusual surname.
It's unusual. Yeah, but we have like a Drago, and the video is becoming popular because people like coincidence. Something very very funny. Yeah. And American qualification is the hardest in the world. Have you heard about that? That the qualification tournament for a World Cup is the hardest in the world in South America, because it's very competitive.
Yeah.
Have you heard about that?
I've heard that. I'd agree with that as well.
And
because Europe, how many teams from Europe qualify?
I'm not sure, but
it's like 8 or 10. It's a lot compared to South America. It's just like 3 or 4.
Yeah, with the strong teams.
But that's because there's 13 countries in South America, and I mean 5 of those countries aren't going to have a chance. So it's still between sort of 6 top quality sides for 3 or 4 spaces, because Colombia, Peru, and Uruguay are all very, very good sides.
Yeah.
And they're all capable of beating Brazil and Argentina on their day.
Yeah, and we were very lucky to qualify to Russia, because it happens a lot of situations that were very in our favor. For example, they gave us like 3 points, because they say that one one game was illegal because one player wasn't from that country, was for foreigner, so we get 3 points extra. So
what, did they beat you?
Yeah, they beat us. Yeah, but
who was that?
Bolivia. Yeah.
Bolivia.
Yeah.
And what nationality was the player?
From Paraguay. So there was something illegal. So they have. That's how we can get to the.
That's how you ended up qualifying.
Yeah, but we first play with New Zealand. You didn't follow the
I didn't follow it much this time because Scottish football's rubbish at the moment. So I watched the Premiership, English Premiership, because it's just amazing, such good quality football, and because of that, I know and watch a lot more of the English players. So I end up following the English team more than the Scottish team.
But you're going to cheer for England, maybe, or?
Well, I don't mind. Yeah, I'll cheer for them.
Yeah.
But I'll cheer for Peru before England.
For Peru, yeah, they have they play finally they play like a team. Peru. It's a weak team, but they playing order. You know, they are kind of fast. Yeah, they're more fast and good physical preparation. Than before. Yeah.
I'd say Guerrero.
Yeah.
Guerrero. He's a top player.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a striker that who's getting to a lot of. I mean, he's not gonna get into like Barcelona or Madrid, but he could get into the squads of a lot of the top teams. I'm sure he could play in the top Premiership side.
Perhaps that's because of his age.
How old is he?
34.
34.
That's
he's too old.
That's the only problem.
Yeah, he's too. This is last chance, last World Cup.
Or not so much. The same.
Yeah, just much definitely. It's the same all around the world.
The same. So people are playing all over the country.
Yeah. Football's the #1 sport everywhere in the world.
But you still don't have.
Apart from the US.
You still don't have a good national team, or still?
No. We don't particularly have a very good national team.
Perhaps in the future.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah.
But I mean, we've got some quite good young players, so hopefully the team will improve in the next few years.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Have you ever heard about numerology? Numerology, something?
No, I never heard of it before speaking with you.
Yeah. For example, I found that like a code that we always beat people with 3 syllables. We always beat when we play local, but when we play visitors, we lost with that teams. But in the second round, because the round has the qualification has 2 rounds, so one
home and away.
And with that teams in the second round, we beat them. All the teams that has 3 syllables. With 4 syllables, we square drop. 4 syllables, we always square. 4 syllables. 2 syllables, we always lost. That's something like I found, and I was on TV. Yeah, that's very.
So who have you got? You've got Denmark. That's 2 syllables.
No, but in South America.
South America.
In South America, yeah. In the World Cup, I don't know if that's going to work.
But if it continues the same way, then that means Denmark's 2 syllables. France. So we're going. France has 1 syllable.
Yeah,
You've never had that, so you don't know.
No.
And then who else? Australia, 4 syllables.
Yeah.
So what did you? So you'll draw with Australia.
For example, when we play with New Zealand in the playoffs, I thought that we were going to lose. I thought that we were going to lose with New Zealand when we were visitors, because New Zealand has 3 syllables. And that worked in all the qualification phases, but we draw with New Zealand. Okay. So I realized that it happened with Rocky. That Rocky is something very funny. That Rocky only loses 6 times, and we only lost 6 times in all the qualification. and that's very.
Yeah. So you were saying this code that you're using predicts you'll get to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, my code predicts that we go to the quarterfinals. Yeah.
Who does it predict will win?
Perhaps we can win. Even there's a code that says that perhaps we can win the World Cup.
Oh yeah.
Because when you mix the word Peru with Russia, there's you can get like a word that goes like Perusia, and means in Spanish something very big.